Hey soul friends, how you going? I hope you're having a good week so far. I thought that I would come in on a Wednesday and do a midweek reflection on the journey that I started on Monday, which is my health, wellness and weight loss journey. I thought that it would be, well, really, I can't believe that I'm actually deciding to share this journey so incredibly publicly. It is definitely something that I would not normally share. I hardly share it with anybody, let alone actually with everybody. But here I am. I'm kind of thinking if I can inspire one person, help myself be accountable, and hopefully build a community where we can share tips and recipes and ideas and progress and wins and losses, because let's face it, on any sort of journey there are wins and losses. And that's why I'm here. So, I started Monday at 116.8 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds, and I'm not even going to try and convert it because I think it's just going to sound way too scary for my little brain to try and comprehend. But Zen has actually designed the meal plan for me. I did go back through it and say, no, I don't like any of it. I want it to be more... Well, really, he was actually giving me items on the menu that I'd already had before or with ingredients that I'd said. And I said, I want no restrictions. I want something that gives me high protein meals. I don't want to be using protein powder to bulk up all my meals all the time because I don't want to do that. I want real food. I want it to be nutrient dense. I want it to support my midlife menopause hormonal balance. And I want it to obviously help me lose weight, to become healthy, fit and strong. And it's not because I want to have the body I had when I was 18. That's a lie. I do. I would really like to have the body I had when I was 18, 20, maybe even 30. But the reality is that I know that that probably is not going to happen. But I do want to feel comfortable, happy and healthy in my body, which I do not currently. So who knows what size I will actually end up. As long as I am healthy and happy, then I am all good with that. Because up until today, well, probably even still now, I don't like the body that I'm in. And yet I need to learn to appreciate how hard my body has worked for me my entire life, and that it has been healthy and it has been able to move. It has withstood accidents. It has grown me 3 beautiful children and fed them. It has been an amazing body, and yet I don't like it because I can't move the way I want to, and I haven't looked after it very well. So this is now the time to look after my body, and I don't know if anyone else out there feels the same. It would be interesting to know, so do drop us a comment and say hi if this sounds anything like you at all. Okay, so Monday, 116.8 kilos. Did Zen's diet. I said that I wanted an ethnically diverse diet menu plan for the week, and then I thought at the end of each week I will share the menu plan for the following week, so that, you know, if you're interested in the recipes or anything, you can send me a message and I can give you the recipes. I will have all the nutrient and calorie count, protein, fiber, carbs sort of stuff with it as well if you're interested. And then I will share the food that I'm eating every day, and I will sort of do a little snippet of my day on shorts in the evenings when I've finished eating for the day. So, Monday, Italian day. It was really good, except Zen did a tomato and lentil soup for lunch. I wasn't sure what I was going to think about that, and I thought, no, we need to try these new things. So I made it, and then only had like 20 grams of protein. I thought, oh no, I want 40. Have to have 40. So I added protein powder. It was horrible. I actually couldn't eat it. So I had a bowl of yogurt with flavoured protein powder and my lovely chia jam, which was delicious. It's like a thick mousse. It was better after it had been sitting for a little while, this lentil tomato soup thing. So I did have some for dinner. So I sort of altered his plan a little bit. And then I finished it off for lunch the next day. And again, just sort of altered the menu that he'd already had. I'm using Chronometer to document everything as well, because I do want it, as I said before, to be able to track the nutrients and to make sure that I'm getting everything that my body needs to be able to be strong and healthy. So we made it through day 1. I was pretty full. I didn't have any snacks. The food felt sufficient, actually. Day 2, I hopped on the scales and I was 115 kilos, 0.8. So I lost 1 kilo between Monday morning and Tuesday morning. I was like so excited. It's like, whoa, that's very cool. I also did do a 3K walk on Monday night with the dog, which I try and do every day. And today we just started the Rainbow 100k walk for October to raise funds for the rainbow community within New Zealand. So that's definitely going to give me some motivation and some oomph to be out there walking every day to make sure that I get 100k's in before the end of the month. So I was very happy with my 1 kilo loss, and it was comfort food day yesterday. So it was all, I'm not quite sure whether I would call it comfort food, but definitely sort of more Western orientated food. Was very nice. As I said, I finished off that lentil thing, so I said had half of the meal that Zen had told me to do, then the other half of this lentil tomato soup, which was, I was so full, it took me nearly 2 hours to eat the entirety of my lunch, and it just felt like I'd finished eating and it was time to be doing dinner. And because I don't want to not give myself enough calories either, I did kind of make myself eat everything. We did go for a walk last night, and this morning when I jumped on the scales, I lost 200 grams. Again, very happy with that. Any loss is a loss, and I'm very aware that I'm not going to be losing these sorts of figures every day either. I know that this is a journey, and I know from personal experience that I will do quite a big loss, then I will plateau out, then I might even put on a little bit, and then I will do another reasonable size loss, and it just sort of seems to cycle, and I do find that disheartening. So I'm very interested to see really with the foods that I'm eating how this is going to track over time, especially when I introduce more exercise. It's just trying to get more hours in the day. So that's what I'm up to. We're on day 3. So how have I felt? Yesterday afternoon I had a headache, and I don't eat a whole lot of refined sugar. I just eat too much, and probably more savoury takeaways type food do I like to nibble on. But once I got outside for the walk in the fresh air, I felt really good and quite normal. Actually, the headache went away. Today I found fine. I am trying to drink at least 2.5 litres of water every day, and I start the day off with a herbal lemon and ginger tea, which I actually put a teaspoon of honey in and a good squeeze of fresh lemon juice as well as the herbal tea bag. So I do 1/2 litre of that to start my day as well. So I have 2 1-litre bottles and my 1/2 litre of my lemon and ginger tea. And sometimes I'll drink more water than that if I need to. I do have to put water drops in. I can't do water just on its own at the moment. I can sometimes, more in summer. In winter when I don't want to drink lots of water, so I do have to make it taste semi-okay. Don't really feel I've been overly snacky. I've felt very full and just haven't wanted to eat anything. A couple of times I think when the boredom's come in, I've actually had some super intensely strong mint chewing gum, which I usually have in the car, which I've bought in the house, which I've had that probably 3 or 4 times in the last 3 days. And it's so intensely mint, even after you throw it out, your mouth is minty fresh for about an hour. So there is just no way that anything is going to be going in there because it doesn't taste good at all. It's like worse than even cleaning your teeth. So I think that's been quite a good snack thing. And I think having the flavoured water also helps, because if I want something a little bit sweet, then I can have a good swig of water because it does have those. I use the Vital Zing water drops, which has got no carbs, no sugar, no artificial anything. And I just get them from the supermarket, or I buy them directly in the 1/2 litre tubs that come with a pump bottle. They are super cool. What has my motivation been so far this week? My motivation so far this week has been, I don't want to live the rest of my life like I am now. That seriously is my biggest motivation. I don't want to live the rest of my life like I am now. And I kind of figure that if I don't do something now, it's only going to get worse. My back, I have a little bit of arthritis in my lower back, and I have a lot of lower back pain all the time. And it's just getting worse. So if I don't move and don't start addressing it, I'm not going to be able to move in 5 years' time. And then my quality of life's going to be freaking shit. And I so don't want that to happen. So that is my goal, my mindset, my motivation for actually getting this done, is that I don't want the rest of my life to be like my body feels now, because I know it won't just be how it feels now, it'll be worse. And I'm so scared that I'm going to get to whatever age that I still have all my faculties and look back and wish that I'd done something that I could have done that I didn't do because I didn't look after myself and I couldn't move properly. So that's my weekly motivation and mindset that is heavily driving me at the moment. And I also like good food and good flavours. So as long as Zen keeps delivering those, we're probably pretty safe, actually. About the food that I'm eating, I'm pleasantly surprised. So this morning, I watch K-dramas and stuff. So Asian food is I find quite interesting, and I like the flavours. They're refreshing and full of flavour, a little bit spicy. They just kind of hit all the right notes for me. And I'd always wanted to try the savoury porridge sort of thing. So anyway, Zen had this morning a miso oats with edamame and tofu with sesame and spring onions on the top. Oh my God, it was frickin' awesome. That was a win. And another thing I found is that a smoothie. I'm not that keen on protein smoothies because I find the protein powder always comes through, but I found a smoothie that's absolutely to die for, that I can supplement with something to add like an extra 24 grams of protein. And it is just light soy milk, banana, mango, protein powder, and cinnamon. It is freaking amazing. And this morning, actually, I ran out of bananas, so I didn't have banana in it. I just had soy, mango, protein powder, and a bit of cinnamon, and it was still so good. So there's definitely a few little things I'm starting to find that I really like. Oh, and then lunch, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but we had like a chicken, rice, and vegetable bowl, and that was really good. And I had made extra chicken last night for dinner, so I used that. And so it just made it nice and quick and easy. And tonight we had miso honey glazed salmon, and that was amazing. So I'm really enjoying these foods, and Zen is definitely getting me outside my comfort zone, and I so love flavours. So I am really enjoying this journey. So yeah, it's just yum. And I'm like, the meals are huge, and I'm getting really full, and they're really tasty, and it's different. And I'm actually finding that I'm okay sticking to what he suggested. And I did do the menu, I think, on the weekend. So I ordered the groceries and they were delivered on Monday night. So I've actually got the groceries to accompany the meal plan. Oh, now that's super cool. I've never really got that sorted myself before. So what am I going to do for the next week? What's my focus for the next week? Definitely, because we're doing this 100k rainbow challenge, I want to up the walking. I'm not even really doing 10,000 steps at the moment. I would comfortably always do at least 10,000 steps a day. I'm probably averaging, I think, between 7,000 and 8,000 at the moment, and that's doing a 3k walk in the evening. So that just goes to show how much time I'm spending sitting on the computer during the day. That is just not cool. So definitely my focus for the next week is going to be making sure that I hit 10,000 steps every day and do at least 3k's walk every day. So that's my goal for the next week. Yeah. And I need to make this sustainable and real, because I don't ever want to be going backwards. I only ever want to be going forwards right now, because this is the new me, and I may not be the new me right now. Well, I am the new me on the inside. It's just the outside doesn't look like it yet. So If you want to see whether I make my 10,000 steps, make sure you go and hit that subscribe and like. I will be doing my daily updates on shorts. And I think that's probably about it for this first reflection. If there's anything you want to know, if there's anything you want me to track, if there's any recipes that you would like, feel free to drop me a line. Any tips and tricks, I'd love to hear it. So this is my first reflection of my health, wealth, don't I wish, health, well-being and weight loss journey. So thank you so much for being here, and don't forget, go and subscribe right now, hit the notifications so you don't miss any of this journey. Come and be part of the community and let me know what you think. I'm going to go. Have a great night. Ka kite.